Shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Hashem Shah for giving us this truth. Coming at y'all with another Sabbath lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shah. Brother Khan.
Brother Isaac.
We coming at y'all through the spirit of the Most High to edify those who need to be edified through the spirit and power of the Most High. So with that, we're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, so like the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 8. Just to expand on these laws, man, because the laws are very important. This is a part of our heritage as being Hebrew Israelites. Go into it,
book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Come.
And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you.
Right, so the Lord sanctifies through his laws, man. The Lord is speaking to us through his laws, man. Because the white man, he took our heritage, our inheritance, man. And then he make us follow the ways of the world instead of following the holy days of the Most High. Read that again, huh? You got to yeah, go ahead, get it again.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 8. Sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be. Oh, you said 8. It's like
20 verse 8.
20 verse 8.
Come.
And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you.
That's right. So the Most High sanctifies, man. How do he sanctify us? When we take heed to the word and we apply it to our everyday life, man. It's like you got a precept?
No.
Jump down to 9. Leviticus.
Verse 9. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
See, that's right. So Jake doing that, man. Okay? Our people is into being perverse. You know what I'm saying? We into cussing our parents, man. Like Jacob turned on Master P. And that'll make you want to steal off your grandma, man. So, you know, like, these are the things that we going through as a race, man. This is the things that we going through as a race, man. Keep going, Doc.
He have cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him.
That's right, his blood shall be upon him, and he's going to be put to death. Verse 10.
Verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife.
Right, so a man that committed adultery with another man's wife, read.
Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
That's right, so that's another law, man. And you know, Jake, they glorify sleeping with another man or woman, man.
Exactly.
What they say, man. That's why FJOB. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Taking another nigga to beat.
Kind, and you know, it's all in the music. You know, like when they listen to Lil Baby and all them dudes, right. They glorifying breaking the commandments of the Most High. Read that again, Mark Shaw.
Verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
That's right. So they're going to be stoned to death, man. They're going to be put to the sword, man. You know? These are all the consequences of not following the Lord, man. The Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. Because, you know, our people, we don't want to hit this, man, for the most part. We just want to celebrate holidays. Right. We want to just celebrate Memorial Day, celebrate Mother's and Father's Day, but then they don't want to follow and celebrate what the Most High put before us, man. You know, and this is the reason why Esau got to go, because he's breaking up our families, man, the family structure, man.
And follow the scripture I just read when you go to Proverbs 8 and 36. And when you got these Christians that say all the laws is done away with, or only 10 commandments, or whatever. God, the Most High put all these laws, statutes, and the commandments in place to govern the earth. Book of Proverbs chapter 8 verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. So going into the adultery, like we live in the Esau kingdom, and it's like you're supposed to get stoned to death for like committing adultery. But even still, like if a man was to walk in and his woman committed adultery on him or whatever, and it's probably in his bedroom or whatever, and he end up blowing both of their brains out. You know what I'm saying? When you eating that swine, like you say in Leviticus 11, that's why you gotta have blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Right, homosexuality, it don't lead to life, and you can get AIDS from that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even when it comes to the holidays, you got the 4th of July coming up. The Most High tell us not to follow the way of the heathen or the pagan, but it's like my mama, for instance, she'll say that she get nervous around the holiday times because around these holidays, whether it be Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, then
the July.
Yeah, the 4th of July. I'm gonna get into that too. Like death increase on these holidays, and then we had one that just passed Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend in Chicago. 114 people shot, 14 killed, including a 13-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? Like this terrible what we living out, and on the 4th of July, it's probably gonna do the same number. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's like when it comes to these holidays, it don't even make sense. You got something you want to pull out?
We just keep shooting from the hip with the law. Shoot, go down to 11.
Yeah, 11 what?
Leviticus 20:11. We're just gonna get into the laws, man, because these are the main laws that our people are breaking, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife have uncovered his father's nakedness.
Right.
Both of them shall surely be put to death.
Right. So Jake doing that too, man. The so-called our people are wicked, man. They'll wait till, man, Jake. Some of this stuff I don't even want to get to. Jake will wait till his father doing a 9 to 5, and then he'll come in there and lay with his stepmama or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Even with like, and then when you in this world, like, that's why the Most High say, blessed is he that endureth temptation, and you don't want to be like to be a friend of the world, to be enmity with the Most High. Because even when you flip back to Leviticus 11, going into like the dietary law, like my grandma the other day, she just tempted me to go pick up some catfish for a Shar's chicken, but I didn't do it. And it's like when you tell our people this type of stuff, they get mad and then they distance themselves from you. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying, you should be hated of all men for my name's sake.
And also, Salakia, and also the Bible say, the foolish shall not be able to stand in our sight. Right. So when you look at them as foolish, like, I'm not going to do that. The law say we not supposed to do that. Right. So they're not going to be able to stand in your sight. They're going to try to get away from you anyway, which is good. You know what I'm saying? That's more peace for us. That's more shalom for us. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So Leviticus 11 and 10, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a light law. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like ain't nobody forcing pork into your mouth, or you know, shrimp, crab, and lobster and catfish. Anybody force feeding you that. So that's why you say, like, he that teacheth the laws to man and do them should be called great in the kingdom of heaven, but he that should break one of these least commandments should be called least in the kingdom. What's the one of them least commandments? Eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and catfish. You know what I'm saying? When you go into Matthew, the fifth chapter, then Matthew 5 and 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. And that's going to these pork chop preachers, because I done confronted several pork chop preachers that got kicked out of several churches for going into the law. And they justify you can eat a pig, and then like they have times they you know, our churches will be feeding the congregation sometimes, and they be selling pork hot dogs or whatever. But whosoever shall do,
and selling in the churches.
Yup. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to be teaching our people these laws and turning them back.
Right, and then the laws in the book of Leviticus that we reading, like, you know not to do these, commit these abominations, man. Right. But keep going, verse 12.
Verse 12. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Okay. And these are they which ye shall have in the abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle and the osprey. Right, so you ain't supposed to be eating no eagle, man. The osprey. You know, Jake, man, I'm telling you, man, Esau, you know, you ever see Bizarre Foods? Yeah. Esau tempt Jake to do that, man. Because Jake be trying to be like the white man anyway, man. Jake be trying to be like Esau. He go and try some food in damn South America that he never heard of, and then he come back and he gets sick, man. Exactly. Salmonella poisoning. What's the other outbreaks? They probably was allergic to certain meat or whatever. Right. And now they paying for the consequences, man. They paying for their sins, you know. Jake could go to Red Lobster, you know, go and eat octopus or squid or calamari or whatever they be eating, and then a week later they sick and they laid up in the hospital, man. Right. You know, like the Eve that was eating and chewing you know the Eve off YouTube. Oh. That was eating the crab legs. It'd be a lot of Eves on YouTube. They be eating like like mukbangs, shrimp and crab. I don't already know exactly the time, but like even when it comes like I be focused more on like trying to like get right with when it comes to the laws. Like the most Esau being his kingdom, they got us breaking all the laws. And even like my grandma, she used to break this one right here, Deuteronomy 22:9, because certain Israelites probably might plant certain stuff and don't know how you supposed to plant certain stuff. Like thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. So my grandma, she used to plant zucchini and squash in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? So even when I look at that, I look at that like, oh wow, grandma, she broke that law. You know what I'm saying? That's even a sin. So it's like, yeah, man, they got us breaking everything.
And
man.
you know what's crazy too is like that law, you know what I'm saying? That's a law that you don't know like that.
Right, yeah.
But you know, like the laws. All right, go back to Leviticus 20. Like these laws, like after we read that, okay, we know not to do that.
Right.
But sometimes you might not be thinking, but like the laws that we finna get back into, you know not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Our people should know not to do that. It just feels wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, get 12. Get 12. Leviticus 20 and 12.
Leviticus 20 and 12. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death.
Right, so you're not supposed to be laying with your daughter-in-law. You got pedophile Jake, okay, that's been locked up for 15 years, get out and meet a chick, and then he's screwing the daughter now. You know what I'm saying? That's just clearly wrong, man. That's just in the wrong. Keep going.
They have wrought confusion, their blood shall be upon them.
Right, so their blood shall be upon them. Read.
If a man also lie with mankind, and dealing with this, I'm man, that's the spirit, because I was just finna go to this. And if a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They should surely be put to death, their blood should be upon them. Now, dealing with that, I was just watching a video earlier. Like, man, it's terrible the way they doing our people. You'll flip Jeremiah 5:26. Now, this homosexual stuff is running rampant. And like Esau, if you notice, like on a job, like if Jake, like on a job, they usually got our women as managers or whatever. And Jake, if he is in that type of position where he's making some type of good income, they want you to be weak or homosexual. I actually had a couple. I actually had a couple Jakes that was managers over me at a job, and they was homosexuals or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you want any type of leeway in this society, you got to be more wicked and more wicked. And the video I was watching earlier, it was this little girl, actually two little girls. There was like one of them had to be at least 7, the other one had to be at least 4. And they was talking about how their mama's lesbian girlfriend was molesting them. She was bringing out small dildos and big dildos and pulling their pants down and putting it in their butt. You know what I'm saying? This is why a homosexual is supposed to be put to death, man. Because when you in that spirit, you subject to all type of wickedness. You know,
and Eve don't get caught with that like Jake do.
Right.
Like that's simple. Like how you gonna take a dildo and put it in there and like, I didn't know. I'm just no, man. You supposed to be locked up for that, man. But you know, Jake, he getting locked up because they blame it, saying that he raped somebody and he probably didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy on both sides.
Wicked as hell, man. And read what you got in verse 5:26. I'm gonna show you about another video I saw too.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 26, and it reads, "For among my people I found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men."
Now, going to the point where it says, "For among my people I found wicked men," it's always been wicked people amongst Israel. Our people don't want to do right for nothing. So there was another video I was watching where Child Public Services came to get this girl kids. She had 7 kids with her, and she started celebrating. She started flaming up a blunt. She started pouring up some Patron, shaking her ass, all type of shit on the camera, and talking about F them kids. You know what I'm saying? F they ugly ass kids. That was an E.
Hey, that's the scripture that goes into like the scripture where it say she is hardened against her young ones.
Yup, that's
I
think
that's in
Lamentations, I believe.
Let me read that again. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 26. "For among my people I found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men."
Right. Now, dealing with Eve, you flip to Isaiah 3 and 12 real quick. Now, the scripture you was talking about, this Lamentations 4 and 3. "Even the sea monsters draw out the breath, they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel." Like the ostriches in the wilderness, or the Most High is basically saying when it comes to most of our women, like they're more cruel to their young than sharks in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? And when you read Isaiah chapter 3 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, right? Because Jake and Eve can't raise their kids.
Right.
It say, and women rule over them. My people, they have, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Right.
And and destroy the way of thy paths.
Because the black woman is leading the household due to Esau society. Everything is based on destroying the Israelite man. If you chop the head off, the body is going to fall. So dealing with that, they get custody of the child, they get to throw you on child support, then they basically destroy the families and they turn our women against us.
Okay.
So the woman is basically leading the man, and in that same video, while she's saying this type of stuff on the camera, like F them kids, she flaming the blunt up, she pouring up Patron, she shaking her ass on the camera. I hear Jake, he playing the game. I hear weak Jake in the back, he playing the game, and he ain't paying no mind to it. He ain't saying nothing to it, to her wrongdoing. And when you flip to First Esdras 1 and 22, by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
That's a beautiful precept, right?
So yeah, man, like women, like our women got dominion over us, and it like, you know what I'm saying, everything upside down. That's why most I say a woman shall pass a man due to our disobedience. But you know what I'm saying, like, man, our people wicked, man.
I got a precept on the gay Jake, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 verse 9. The shoe of their countenance do witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have reward evil unto themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Jake, he willingly trying to switch and be feminine as possible to get love from these women that don't know a real man and stuff like that. Right. That's off, man. Grow, man, look, grow a backbone, man.
Exactly.
Stop being like that, man.
Exactly. That's why it's like, man, gotta step up and be a man, because these women, they have dominion over weak men. So they know that's why Eve, a lot of times in the world, Eve's best friend is usually a gay Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, man.
Go back to Leviticus chapter 20 verse 14. I mean, this whole chapter of the law, man, is beautiful, man, because the Most High, he even switched the words in there.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
Book of Leviticus chapter 20 verse 14.
Okay.
And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness.
See? And Jake doing that.
Right.
Jake is into all that, man. He's into that, man.
It's like it going into this scripture right here. I remember watching the video, I don't know if it was last year, I don't know when, it was around when this R. Kelly stuff was kicking off. And it was some R. Kelly, it was some video about R. Kelly, how he had sex with a daughter and her mama at the same time. And I think it was a Boosie interview when they brought it up in the Boosie interview, and Boosie said he did it too. You know what I'm saying? So Jake even breaking this law. Jake breaking this law, you know what I'm saying? He glorifying it. They shall be burnt with fire.
See, this time it didn't say that they shall be put to death,
right,
or stoned. It said they shall be burnt with fire. Read right. That again, all right, Baba Kashar.
Leviticus 20 and 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire.
Read.
Both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Read. Go on to the next one.
Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death. See? And this is something that Esau is known for, and that's crazy because, like, a couple days ago, I was looking up, somebody was talking about how Edomites or whatever, how they be, you know, having sex with animals or whatever, and you got Edomites, you look it up on YouTube, they marrying dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Jump to 16. This is the point, 16. This is another point too, right here.
And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down there too, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast.
See, so the damn dog or the cat, all that gotta die, you know what I'm saying? Because it's defiled, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. They shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these laws is not even really hard, man. Now you got certain jakes that's homeless on the street, and there's certain laws they can't follow, like as far as like they can still do better laws, the ones they can. There's certain ones like what's the feast day when how you gotta dwell in booths and stuff like that. Yeah, but if Jake is homeless, how he can't do much. You know what I'm saying? So
we can go into the 10 because those are easy to keep.
So a lot of these commandments is really not even hard. A lot of these we follow without even knowing. Like it's a certain grasshopper you can and can't eat. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot we still ain't following. And a lot of these commandments is really simple. That's why the Most High says His commandments not grievous when you go to 1 John chapter 5.
let me get this. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that that is in the waters under the waters under the earth. Salakia. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord Yahweh thy power. I am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation, unto them that hate me.
Like going into this, like you got a lot of Jake when they selling their soul for these record deals and contracts. They bowing down to the Baphomet. That's why you got Jake talking about this goat stuff all of a sudden, man.
Right, and they like, and I don't even like the word when they say he the goat, because you know, like that just why he can't be the sheep.
Right.
Why he can't be the shepherd? You know what I'm saying? The goat, that's a goat is a stubborn animal, bro. Right. You know that? A goat would sit up here and try to get stuck on a mountain, bro. And you would try to help it down. I do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
You got, for instance, this new album, whatever, Polo G. You got the goat, you know what I'm saying? You got the devil horns coming out the Western lane. And I saw a video, he got a chain, he got a new chain. He got the Baphomet goat on there. He got 3 goat heads on it. And somebody had put in the comments how it represents 666. The beast, you know what I'm saying? That's this goat stuff about it. The little dirt 3-headed goat. You know what I'm saying? It's like they worship in Baphomet, and then a lot of people, they worship money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't reverence the Most High.
I got some precepts on Esau secret societies, man, because they use as an instrument to destroy our people. Get Nahum chapter 3 verse 4.
Nahum 3 and 4.
Yeah, because what people don't know, man, they be jamming out to the music, but you know that's the way. Esau never could meet us head on and try to say we're gonna go to war with the Israelites, because he a coward, bro. He got to come with his disease, his CDC, his music, and his politics, bro.
And then not only that, like we the children of the Most High. So even if they was to try to come at us, slaying us, especially in these last days, they just come out slaying us in large numbers. It's basically like playing checkers or chess. You make your move, then your opponent make their move. So once they make their move, the Most High gonna make his move. That's why Esau, he's not trying to speed in. He got to move in and eventually do what he gonna do. But he's not hastening it, or else he would already implement martial law. But it's still gonna come down the road because he got a short time anyway.
That's right.
So this Nahum 3 and 4. Because the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcraft. Right.
So you got Jake worshiping Moloch from the Moabites. They doing that in America, man. And then you got Jake worshiping the Baphomet, man. Yep. And sometimes when you go in these restaurants, man, you see that like a horn, bro, a bull horn, and that look like the Baphomet, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I had noticed this, man. This was crazy. It blew my man. I be like the Most High be opening my man up, and I be catching stuff like even on the hold on, wait, let me just pop up real quick.
Come.
Even on the see, I ain't trying to show it. So like even on the Arizona tea bottle. Oh my goodness! So what they ain't trying to show it now? Oh wow! Here you go right here. Matter of fact, there you go right there. That's the bathroom.
Put show that.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see it right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even notice until I started, and that's why I stopped banning stuff. Like they working witchcraft on us, man.
Yeah, first it was Salakia. It was what's the 666 monster drink? They had that. Yep. You know, all this is Esau's illumination, man. This is his playground. You know what I'm saying? You find when you go into the white man's treasure chest, his toy box, he got all his secret societies, man. That's how he able to enjoy himself in this kingdom, man. You know?
He still in the scripture where he's talking about after worship unto God. Just going into that, like, aside from Baphomet, you know what I'm saying, we got the white Jesus.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's in the book of Psalms, ain't it? Where it say all the gods of the other nations are idols.
Yeah.
That's real quick.
And then you got people, they worship white Jesus, they worship Allah, which is a black stone, and that's where you get the game Black Stone from, because they start off as El Rukans with Jeff Fort. They was Muslims and stuff, and they worship a black stone in Mecca over in the east. They got people, you even got certain jakes that's into Buddhism now, worshiping Buddha and stuff, so, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, man, got to.
No, so like, you can find it for me, it say, all the gods of the other nations are idols, but God, he created the heavens. Most High, Yahweh. I thought it was from Psalm 96.
Yeah, it is Psalm 96. The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Yep. So Esau, he worshiped idols. Moab worshiped idols. Elam got
a god.
Khalifa.
They got all type of gods. They got a god for. They worship so many gods. They got a god for every day of the year. Okay. And they got a god called that's kind of similar to Baphomet, called Krishna, I believe.
Krishna, yeah, with the tongue.
Yeah, it's like an animal that mixed in with a human. Like like this the ways of the heathen. Like this is why God not dealing with them, because like they was made to be crooked. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't made to be crooked. So us following in their ways is why He threw us at the bottom, man. And that's why we got to turn back, man. And our people don't want to do that because like right now they got liberty. They get to smoke a blunt. They get to pour up some liquor, or whatever. They ain't saying to drink, but you know what I'm saying, doing moderation or whatever. But like they overindulge in it, holidays or whatever, because if they want to celebrate holidays, they can be bored as hell out. You know what I'm saying? They recognize that they're in captivity, working for these crumb jobs. So
yeah, like, that's what they keep our mind lost like that. Like we just chilling and everything is all right and enjoy yourself and do as thou will. Because yeah, you're right. If it wasn't no holidays, it wasn't no Easter, no Valentine's Day, no none of these holidays, Jacob realized, like, man, this place is finished, man. But that's how they keep us entertained with the Fadi, man. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment and stuff, man. Yeah, so let me get this.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got one right here dealing with when we committed adultery against the Most High.
Correct.
It's Hosea 4 and, hold on. It's like 4 and 14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom. You can flip to 1 Corinthians 11 and 3 for me. Okay. It says, I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, people that does not understand shall fall. So due to us, the Israelite man committed adultery against the Most High, he basically made our women commit adultery on us. Now read the order real quick.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3, and it reads, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head, and my head is covered. As y'all can see right here, Salakia, my head is covered right there. My head is uncovered.
Now, dealing with what the scriptures I read in Hosea 4 and 14, thy daughter shall commit whoredom and thy spouse shall commit adultery. Like the way the order is set up, it's the Most High. The Most High at the top, Yahweh Shai under the Most High, the man and the woman. As we all know, we should already know this by now.